If your job at a healthcare facility includes disinfecting against viruses, you know prevention is the best medicine, and maintaining healthy spaces starts with a healthy cleaning routine. Grainger's world-class supply chain helps ensure you have the quality products you need when you need them, from disinfectants and cleaning supplies to personal protective equipment, so you can help deliver a clean bill of health. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey guys, Brad Gilmore here. Want to give a big shout out to our title sponsor, Walker Texas Lawyer. If you or a loved one have been injured in an accident, whether that be a car, truck, motorcycle accident, or some kind of other issue, hit up Walker Texas Lawyer at 713-552-1117 or walkertexaslawyer.com.
Oh, Brad, what have you done now?
Broadcasting live from Houston, Texas, and around the world. TV host, best-selling author, and radio personality Brad Gilmore brings you a collection of conversations with stars from movies.
Matthew McConaughey.
Brad Gilmore.
Mark Wahlberg.
Hey, how are you?
The legendary Mr. Christopher Lloyd. Christopher, how are we doing?
I'm doing good. Great introduction.
Jessica Alba and Lizzie Mathis. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Kevin Costner joins us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Television.
Jimmy Fallon joins us this morning. Jimmy, how you doing, my friend?
Good morning. Thank you so much, Brad, for having me. I appreciate this, bud.
Kelly Ripa.
Brad, thank you for having me.
Comedy.
Jay Leno joins us. Jay, how you doing?
Hey, Brad, what's going on?
Chris Tucker is in the building. Chris Tucker, good morning to you.
Hey, Brad. Good morning to you. How are you?
George Lopez joins us right now. George, how are you doing, sir?
Good morning.
Music.
Lola Monroe.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
The legendary frontman of AC/DC, Brian Johnson, joins us right now. Brian, how you doing?
Good morning, Brad. What lovely to talk to me. Funny lad.
Megan Trainor.
Thank you so much, Brad. You're awesome.
Chloe Bailey joins us. I appreciate the time.
Appreciate you.
And more. This is The Collection. Now your host, The Boat.
Brad Gilmore.
Here we go. Brad Gilmore, CW39, ESPN Radio. G Young, thank you so much for taking the time. Congratulations on the movie.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Okay, look, I told this to the filmmakers earlier, but I've seen a lot of movies, but I don't think I've ever seen a movie that quite like this, that strikes this tone that it does. I see DNA of other movies in it, but nothing like this from beginning to end. Must have been really fun to be a part of it.
Yeah, it was so much fun. This is one of those movies where you read the script and you go, even if I don't necessarily understand everything that's happening, the filmmakers clearly have such a deep point of view and a real clear idea of something they want to try, and that's just the best kind of risk to take.
Right, I can imagine. Like that's what I was going to ask about reading the script. And when you're reading it, you must be like, they're going to do. Wait, what? What is going on in this movie? But as an actor, that's like an opportunity you jump at.
Yeah, that's the most exciting thing for me, where I'm looking at a character or a story, or in this case, both, where I'm like, I've never tried anything like this. This seems like a completely new challenge. And also, when am I going to get an opportunity like this again? So I absolutely should try and go for it.
Okay, so what's your step like in the process? You said it's something that you haven't done before, a story that you've really never read before, a great challenge. Do you immediately go through character breakdown when you get the role and start making notes on your script? Or like, what's your next process once you've been cast and accept the project?
I mean, it varies for every character. I mean, I think the most stable thing I could say is that it always starts with the script. There's always clues in the script of who this character is. But with this character, it was building her look, which was in the script, which was part of what was so exciting. It's like Tina, piercings, tattoos, cool hair. Like she's like an amazing punk girl. So that immediately told me that there's going to be so much room to explore on the costume and hair and makeup side. But for this film specifically, Ryan, who's from Oakland, really wanted someone in the punk chapter to pick up an Oakland dialect. So he asked me to do that. And that was incredibly daunting, but very exciting. I've always wanted to do dialect work. So I met one time with a dialect coach the day before we started work because I was coming off another movie and had zero time to prepare. I was actually flying up to Oakland on weekends to do hair and makeup and costume fittings while I was finishing the movie that I had been shooting in LA. So a lot of the film felt very go big or go home. You either it do or die kind of thing, which I think was good because Tina as a character is such a risk taker and she's so bold that you just kind of have to go for it.
Was there something like when trying to get the Oakland dialect, which, obviously every dialect is very specific and has its little idiosyncrasies and the pauses and the way that people talk. But was there like a word or an access point that you found that was like, oh, this is how I get into that?
Yeah, normally I make playlists for all my characters and I listen to it on the way to work. And this is such a great character to do that for. But
Sure.
because I had so little prep time, I did have the playlist, but I was always listening to an interview of Ryan Coogler, who directed Black Panther and
Of course.
Creed and Devastation, and can't wait to see his new movie that's coming out. And he has an interview where he talks about growing up in Oakland, and it's at a director's roundtable, and he says this one phrase. He says, "What you don't know, you're afraid of." And I would repeat that over and over because it had the right vowels and the right sounds and the R's that I needed to hit. So I would be in that saying that over and over in my head all day. And I just wouldn't break the accent because I was terrified that once I broke the accent on set, it might not come back.
I love that. Ryan Coogler definitely does have that true blue Oakland accent. The movie takes place in the 80s, which is not a place that I was able to experience in real life, but I've fallen in love with during the movies, right? Back to the Future is my favorite movie of all time. I think it's such a great series. 80s are so distinct, I think more so than even 60s and 70s. They're very specific in the types of music, clothes, hair, things of that nature. What did you enjoy most of exploring the 80s, also not being a child of the decade?
Oh, I enjoyed so much of it. What's great about doing something set in a specific time period is that there's such a wealth of historical information. So I read a lot of books about the development of the music scenes in Oakland, and I think maybe my favorite part was that because this is such a music-based film, I did so much research around music that came out of the East Bay, and I just loved seeing how all these artists who I knew through their music were all from the East Bay, all drew inspiration from the same people, all hung out with the same groups of people. It was very mind-blowing to me to realize that so many of my favorite artists are from the same town.
It's awesome. Well, the movie's great. You're great in it. I had a lot of fun with it. A very unique piece of cinema. So I hope everybody goes out and sees it. Thank you so much for taking the time today.
Thank you. It was nice to meet you.